Hello there. You're listening to Bricks and Banter, the show with real talk from the custom LEGO community. I'm your host, Billy Moore, and today's guest is not only a great friend of mine, but the person I've received the most requests for to come on the podcast. You know him on Instagram for his flawless mods, innovative ideas, and clean, cohesive aesthetic. So with no further ado, here's my conversation with Danny, aka Pro Snarfboarder. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Just chilling.
It's a real pleasure to have you here. You're like one of the most requested guests to have on the podcast. And I couldn't be more thrilled to have it that way because you're just an absolute joy to talk to.
It's kind of shocking that I'm most requested, but at the same time, I am kind of elusive sometimes.
Yeah.
I post like once a day for a year, and then I say fuck it.
And then
Time
never
to post like once a month, maybe once every quarter. And when it drops, everyone's like, "Wow, the king is back." And then I'm like, "Sorry, kids, not for long."
The
And
king
then
is
I
back
just like,
and he's blessed us with a new mask mod.
bro, I did. I made masks for like a week, and I said, you know what? That's kind of tired. I quit making them. But now everyone wants to know how I do them, so it's like, keep them on their toes.
Keep Come back in 2022 with the mask tutorial.
Yeah, 2021. You might get one if
Maybe
you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Play your cards right.
So just getting into things, how did you get started into Lego?
So I remember as a kid, we had a big drawer under our bed of just loose Lego.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm an older brother, he's 4 years older.
Mm-hmm.
So I always had like, more child safe toys, and Lego, you can't be eating them. So they usually didn't give me Lego, but after a while I just started playing with his.
Mm-hmm.
And Lego was always kind of fun because, it's Lego, you do whatever you want with it. But I think my real like catalyst into doing like custom Lego stuff was a Pizza Hut demo disc with Lego Star Wars for the PS2.
Oh man.
And seeing some of the like Jedis and stuff like Shaq T and I don't know, like Kit Fisto and stuff, I go, dang, I don't have these minifigs, but I do have like an Egyptian headpiece and some red and blue Sharpies. So I was a big Sharpie clone guy for a long time
Man.
before I was posting. You heard
But
it
doing
here.
like Shock T, that's like some next
That
level
was a
Sharpie cloning right there.
That's what I'm saying. I was always hitting, you know, big old home runs of fucking custom shit, even though it was still like, sitting in my living room, just sharpieing on Lego, just ruining it for good. But yeah, making like Star Wars Sharpie stuff, kind of the start. And
Mm-hmm.
then I remember ordering Brick Forge Halo armor and like
Oh yeah.
Brick Arms Halo weapons, because Halo 3 is a banger. And that's kind of where I got my start. I think if you go back and look, my first Flickr photo is a warthog with some like Brick Forge Halo guys. And so that's like, that's the OG Danny post.
That's sweet.
But I think really like Brick Arms modding, like chopping and screwing and painting and stuff. Whenever Black Ops 1 came out, they had the trailer where it was like live action. It's like, Kobe had the fucking like M16 that said like Mamba on the side.
Mm.
And as a kid, I was like, that's kind of dank. It's like I would be in there with paint pens, like drawing like, little Bon Jovi "Have a Nice Day" like smiley faces in a production pen, like little ejection thing on the M4, and like, just trying to cut stuff up and make it look cooler. So whatever that was, like 2010, no, early, yeah, like 2009, 2010, because I got started on Flickr in 2007.
Oh
I
wow.
think that's when I first
That's
posted.
really a minute.
Right, bro. I've been in the game too long. But yeah, so all of my Flickr stuff is really old.
Dude, 2007, that's like the birth year for half the kids in the community now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
It's
old enough to be their
really...
dad. I'm not joking when I tell people that.
Who knows? You might be. Like, they never know.
Conventions be getting wild. You don't know what happens. Spinny might be my kid. I hope not. But,
Oh
you
man.
never know.
Stranger things have happened, Stranger things.
I want to make a Stranger Things joke, but I ain't seen the show. There's those memes, Stranger Things. I don't know. I've never seen it before.
What you sipping on there, baby?
My mom made me fuck words. My mom made me a margarita. That's a lot of M's in a short amount of time.
You could see
But
that it's already hitting when you're
you
slurring your words.
dude, I was gonna say it do be hitting me right. It's really delicious. Sorry if you hear my ice clinking. We're sitting here big sipping in bed.
Oh man. So where'd you go from there, getting your early start in the modding world?
I used to lurk a lot on like Brick Arms forums. So it's like, OG posts of making stuff again. You'd have, Prince or Commander. You'd have fucking Tanner banging out absolute hits. And
The
I
man never
think
misses.
he never does. I don't think I've ever seen him make a bad mod. But I think I went to Brick World 2012,
Hmm.
and I came back with hella protos.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know.
Was Will there?
No, it was just
Just
Badger. It was
trading?
just Badger.
Oh,
It's
nice,
just
nice.
Badger. Yeah, I met Badger, and that was kind of lit. These are a couple guys in the community that really kind of got me into modding and like custom stuff.
Hmm.
I don't know if they'll hear this or if they're active on Instagram or wherever. People come and go, but there was a guy. I think we talk about him in the group chat. Dawn Till Dusk, Hunter
Oh
Yelemni
yeah.
or something. That guy was at the con. He was cool as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, he let me kind of run around with him. I was like tiny, bro. I looked like I had cancer. I was like 90 pounds. You could like, ring me out, fucking rag style. I was tiny.
There's some funny old photos of you on CB's Flickr stream.
Dude, yeah, and that's what, bro, but see, that's like 2015. I'm in high
Oh.
school in those pictures. That's what's fucked.
Oh damn.
I'm like I would say grown ass man, but I still look puny. But
Yeah.
you go back on my Flickr to like, 2013, there's some pictures of me skinny.
Dude, I
And
mean
if
that's
you
me.
knew me now, like I'm kind of skinny these days, but
You're
like
getting swole though.
I was kind of a thick boy, You go back and look at those like Brick Fair 2018s, me with Bob the Builder, your boy has some thickness. But
In all the right
Um,
places though.
I suppose. Who else? There's a guy named Trevor. I forget what his username was, but that guy was cool as fuck. His little brother. They had this big guy. I don't remember his name, but he was super sweet. He had little lime green 1x1 stud earrings, and I thought that was cool as a kid.
That is kind of lit.
That's what I thought. I'm a kid. I'm like, man, this grown ass man has earrings. What a dude. But yeah,
Before TikTok?
dude. The what's it called? E-tape mag pulls, like putting it around the mags.
Yep.
Trevor taught me that. That Trevor kid.
Oh damn.
I gotta go back and find what his username was, because it's kind of like Collins. It was like a TK something TLR. He does all airsoft now. If you go look at his Flickr, it was all like airsoft, like action shots.
Man.
But he used to do a lot of modern military mods and like sci-fi cyberpunk stuff, real OG Flickr shit. And he was cool as fuck. I'm sure if we go look it up, we can get
You're
to
like
him.
deep throat in the mic right now.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
The mic now, maybe you later. But yeah, Brick World was definitely like the catalyst for me getting into like Brick Arm shit. Because I remember like the day I got home from the Brick Fair Chicago, Brick World Chicago, I posted a bunch of mods, and they're still on my Flickr. They're like big turquoise or like lime green backgrounds, and it was all just like COD Zombies mods, and it was like super awful, like M1 Garand, 3mm bar, paperclip, like Thumper.
Damn.
I had
Paperclip.
paperclip, bro. I was pulling out all the stops. I made an MPL out of an M4, an upside down PPSH barrel, and an MP40 mag. That one was kind of a banger. I had a Spectre that was like an MP5 and then like a mini Uzi for the front, but it was reverse. You'll see them and you go, wow, these are kind of shit, but they're also big brain. So
Yeah.
it's like if I went back to revisit them and like pinned them and properly glued them and cut them and sanded and everything, I feel like they'd be hits today.
Yeah, so you
But-
had the ideas. It was just needed that time with execution.
I was weak. I was putting like my body weight into this X-Acto blade to cut through like a Brick Arms
man.
barrel. I tell you that.
Yo, at least you started with an X-Acto blade. In a couple group chats lately, the biggest topic of discussion's been, what did you start with cutting? And people were just like scissors,
Scissors.
a nail
Bro.
clipper.
Okay, see now I joked with my mom today. I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I'm about to be on this podcast and people are gonna be like, yeah, I was using nail clippers and like Elmer's glue, and here we are actually using nail clippers. Like I was just making a joke for like the most outlandish thing, but like these kids really be trimming their toenails and then going to the Brick Arms. They don't give a fuck.
Multitask. I mean, hit one.
Hey, I'm already down there. May as well.
Thankfully, I haven't seen Elmer's glue mod yet.
Bro,
Yet.
give me a minute. Hey, yet? Hey, you don't know what I pin my mods with. That's a secret for later. I'll
That's
text
the
it to
secret
you.
sauce.
It's sauce for sure. Yeah, that's why I don't trade a lot. I can't really be sending and receiving that kind of stuff to underage kids.
I mean, I would use some Elmer's glue for my mods, but I've already drank it all, so I need to go get new. Gotta refill the stash.
Bro, you get the clear Elmer's glue with the glitter in it. That shit tastes good. Telling you right now, it's delush. Gives some texture to it.
Oh
Spice
yeah.
of life. See, I can't do that. My tongue's glued to the roof of my mouth as we speak. What did I do? What are we talking about? I love these, dude. Some of this stuff you are gonna have to cut out. Talking about sending cum to kids in the mail. We can't have that on the internet.
Or can we?
I can't go back to jail. You can't put me back in there for a whole new reason.
But that was
Okay,
such
well-
a good bit.
We can talk about it. Maybe we just you do what you want with it. I don't know who's gonna listen to this.
All of them. This is what they've been begging for.
They said maybe they do want my mods, bro. These kids are fucking freaks, bro.
I still can't
love
get over when you send me a package and you put on lipstick just to kiss the envelope.
I still have that. One of the few videos I have on my phone. I never take videos, so it's like when I go try and pull up like a meme or something, it's like there I am kissing the sticky note with the lip gloss on. Seal it with a
This
kiss.
thing arrived with just a fat smooch on it.
Big lips, bro. You know what they're for. I'm good.
Those
Made
lips,
that mod that much better.
Damn right. It was one of the
If
best
you're a
packages
ho-
I ever received.
If you're a homie, you're getting a kiss on your fucking package. No homo. You know what? It's 2020. 2021. Soon enough.
Hell yeah.
Full homo. Homosexual.
Actually, wait. By the time this releases, I think it will be 2021.
Shit.
I gotta break out the calendar. I'm too. Oh damn. It will be
It
2021.
will be. Bro,
Happy
first,
New Year. Happy New
first
Year, Danny.
bricks and banter of 2021.
Wow. There's really no
Blessed.
better way to break it in.
Ring it in, baby.
Christen the new year.
New Year's resolution. Maybe make y'all the fucking mask tutorial.
And like all good New Year's resolutions,
It
won't
won't
get
happen.
done.
I have the photos on my phone. Like, I got the trade secrets right here. I'm holding the nuke codes. I just gotta post them.
He's got
I just
that Colonel
refuse
Sanders
to.
recipe on his phone waiting.
I got those 11
He'll
herbs
leak it.
and spices, bro. I'm telling you guys, I got the fucking pictures. I just gotta be, like, fucked to go put it on my story. But I'm not gonna let
Too
it
much
be
work.
one of those, like, recorded stories where you can check it out. If you don't see it for 24 hours, you're fucked.
Oh,
You know,
limited run.
this is gonna be on my OnlyFans, $11.99, but then you gotta pay another $7.99 to access
actually
the
see
mask
the-
tutorial. See, I know it. I know the techniques. That's how
I hate
you
that
really
I know
rake in the
that
cash.
too.
I'm just saying, bro. It's money. It's a bit of a business, if you will.
It's called entrepreneurship.
How do you spell Tesla?
T-E-A.
There's an X in there somewhere.
Hold on, let me find it. Do you see this mask mod? I could sell a tutorial.
You see you see this mask mod? Yeah, I'll make it for my buddy and then take 3 months to ship it. And then not ship it and just give it to him when I see him in person. You already know how it is.
Oh man. So, on the topic of getting your start in the community, you've gone by two different usernames now. First, starting off with Sneaky on Flickr, and now you're pro_snarfboarder. What's the origin behind those?
So Sneaky is actually a recent development. So Sneaky Pete was the OG.
Oh, right.
And we take it back. So Xbox Live, like OG Xbox, pre-360 we're talking.
Oh damn.
My dad's name is Peter. Pete. Can I say it? Take that out. Reel it in. They can't know my last name.
I'll just put a big bleep.
That's even funnier. So OG Xbox times, my dad and my brother and I would play Halo 2. And so my dad, he was the only one with an Xbox Live account. He was the only one who could play like online multiplayer.
Yeah.
So
Was he a trash talker back in the day?
no, he never used my dude. My dad is so sweet. I think that like when he played Destiny, he'd be like actually your dad, like, hey bud, I'll come I'll revive you. You need some ammo? Like here you go. He's sweet on video games. He plays Red Dead Redemption, like any game that you can be like good boy, bad boy. He's full good boy. Like Mass Effect, full blue.
That's
Every
awesome.
game as good as you can. Sweetest man on the earth. Except in Halo 2, he'd always grab active camo and get the sniper and go hide up in the hill on Blood Gulch and snipe me. And so my brother and I would always be like, Sneaky Pete, at it again. So he said, that's funny. So he made that his Xbox Live name, Sneaky Pete.
Oh, that's really good.
I ended up playing all of my, Xbox 360 games on his account because it carried over from OG Xbox to new Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And all of my achievements, all of my unlocks, everything was tied to his account. So when it came time for me to be like, old enough to be playing online, which I still was, but old enough to like have my own account, I guess, he just made a new account for himself and gave me Sneaky Pete.
Mm.
So the Sneaky Pete moniker stuck. And when I went to Flickr, it only made sense keep using my same name, but Sneaky Pete was already taken. So
Oh.
I was Sneaky Pete Jr. Because technically,
Yeah.
it's my dad's account, so Junior made sense. But Sneaky Pete Jr. is kind of long. Junior's kind of like, diminutive to being like, your kid. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, it's my Lego account. So I
Oh, I'm a
dropped the
big
Junior.
boy.
Yeah, I was in a Half-Life 2 deathmatch clan called Slam Masters. So that's where the bracket SM claim came from. Because Slam was like the little trip mine.
Mm-hmm.
SM Sneaky Pete was my name for a long time. And then that's what I changed my name on Xbox 2 for a long time. That's what a lot of people knew me as and played with me as. But skipping forward to like high school, I started playing a lot of Counter Strike
Mm-hmm.
and like all Counter
1.6,
Strike.
yeah.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
1.6 was
source.
in like middle school. Fuck. Let me think. Yeah, 1.6 was in elementary. I started playing Source in like 5th grade, but CS:GO came out my freshman year of high school.
Oh
Like
man.
first day, they gave us laptops because I went to like some tech school. They didn't have books or papers. It was like everything's on the computer. And the first day they go, everybody, you cannot download video games on your computer. And I said, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I won't do that. And I get home and I turn on my computer and it's like I open, Reddit and it says Counter Strike Global Offensive launching today. And I go, new Counter Strike? Fuck! So I immediately install it, broke the rule first day. And then like Counter Strike, CS:GO ruined my life. But all the pro players, they had like short names.
Yeah.
You couldn't
Yeah.
have a
Yeah. Yeah.
long
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just abbreviated Sneaky Pete to just SNKY. Couldn't afford the vowels Jeopardy style. It's just SNKY. You have a lot of people, go, is your name Snaky? Is it Snacky? Is it Snooky? I go, no, it's Sneaky. I know it's stupid, but it's my name. Just call me it. It's not that hard. It's quick. It's cool looking.
It
It's
is
the
cool
way it
looking.
goes.
You saying that origin in the CS:GO community, it totally does seem like an esports name just to have
It
that
is. That's what I
sneaky.
was. I'm going for it. Yeah, they'd call me Sneaky, but it doesn't look like Sneaky when you read it. You go, what the fuck is this? I slap my keyboard. Like, it's dumb. That's what my name is. So when I ultimately graduate high school and I basically like kind of excommunicate everybody I went to high school with in my personal Instagram, I said, you know what? Fuck it. Flickr kind of is hoeing by making us use the paid service to upload photos, and it
Yeah.
deleted a lot of my photos and like compression, all this shit. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. Instagram's the wave.
The Great
So I
Migration.
so I go to use my Instagram. Well, Sneaky was already taken. I think my name was something different back in high school. So I had to come up with a new name, and I ended up with Pro Snarfboarder. And Pro Snarfboarder is actually just a riff on a bit from Video Game Donkey. If you go watch the Watch Dogs review, he says something. He's like, Sean White is an extreme snarfboarder. And extreme snarfboarder is too long to make your name. But pro snarf, because I'm not extreme, I'm a professional. It's a living.
Professionals have
So pro
standards.
snarfboarder, yeah, professionals make money. Extreme snarfboarders, they're just snorting coke,
They're
fucking
amateurs.
horse. Yeah, you know, they're doing stunts, but they're not getting paid for it. So yeah, pro snarfboarder kind of went in, and then after a while got enough of a following that if I tried to change it now, people
It'd
would
be
be up in
awkward.
arms, or they'd forget who I am. So it kind of stuck. I will say I've gotten in trouble at a scout thing for having Pro Snarfboarder as my name because it was like upload a photo and it instantly goes on like the wall in the mess hall, and I was like that sounds funny. So I started uploading photos of my boys and I, and then they just like turn that whole service off and they confront me. They're like, "What is snarfboarding?" And I'm like, "Pardon me." They go, "Why are you pro snarfboarder? Why are you a proponent of snarfboarding? Is that a form of torture? Is that some sort of, you know,
Is that
innuendo we don't understand?" And I literally had to pull up the video game Donkey video and show them Sean White being an extreme snarfboarder, and they're just looking at me like this kid sucks. Cause I'm like whatever. I'm like 19 years old. I'm not even like a Boy Scout anymore. I'm Order of the Arrows, so I am an older boy opting to be at the Boy Scout camp, hanging with these younger kids, just being a fucking idiot. And they're like grilling me on, is this appropriate? And I'm like, yeah, it is. It's just my username. Like, I didn't even upload anything heinous. Like, I wasn't there uploading like stupid shit. It was my username that got me in trouble, but yeah, now you know. Pro Snarf Border's just a dumbass video reference. It's not even my idea. Heard it here first. Unless you didn't, you might have heard it in person, but origin revealed.
Yeah. So you've been around a long time. What do you feel are like some things that have changed in the community's like mindset and how people act in general from the good old Flickr days into now on Instagram?
So, I think one of the greatest changes, not greatest as in it's good, but largest, most,
Mm-hmm. Most
prevalent change.
prominent. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Flickr mail. People sent you emails, bro.
Yeah.
Dear
It was
Sir Stroke
courteous.
Madam,
Yo.
hello, comma, Danny. I would like to request that we initiate a trade. I am interested in this and that. Like, bro, it was so civil. You sent mail back and forth, bro. It felt like I was in the 1800s with a fucking pen pal. Now I got these kids just want trade, stuff for trade. You ever sell? It's all misspelled. You got these dumbass usernames. You got no pictures posted. Like, it's a throwaway account just to ask me for loot. And it's like, it's so impersonal and it's almost insulting. Like, I truly, like, if you can't write like a, hey there, I wanted to see if you could, like, if you ask me in a legitimate manner, I'm probably going to entertain the idea. But if you're just in here, like, all lowercase, no punctuation, fucking Tumblr style, like, do you have trades? Do you have stuff to trade? I saw this picture on your Flickr from 2012. Do you still have those parts? Fuck you. Get out. Like, it's so uncomfortable to have these kids stalking my profile, cropping in on, like, a tiny tack watch. Do you still have this? Bro, I hope. It's somewhere in my carpet. Like, beats me. I've spent a ludicrous amount of money on Lego, and I don't even know where it is. I'm still looking for all my Brick Forge Halo armor. That shit's somewhere in my house is one story, bro. I don't even know where that shit is, but it's gone. And these kids are asking for like torsos that, I don't even own. It's like, I'm holding it in my hand at the CB like misprint bin going, that's kind of neat. And then I throw it away. I don't have it anymore. I literally have thrown away so much cool shit because I just go, oh man, that torso's cracked. Trash. Oh man, this brick arm's got like a stress fracture in it. Trash. And these kids are like, do you have it? Do you still have this mod from when you were, in middle school? No, I don't. And it's like, it really does. I get probably 5 requests a day asking for shit that does not,
It's not
exist
even
in
this.
my house.
Yeah, it's not even on this plane of reality
Yes,
anymore.
dude, it is vibrated to a whole nother dimension, and I wish I could sell it because I'm not touching it on a daily basis. So if someone wants to PayPal me $20 for a piece of plastic, game on. But for the most part, these people just asking for stuff. Like when I buy something or I make something, it's for me. I don't go, dang, this is really gonna attract the fucking, mommy and daddy's PayPal account kids to come buy something. I make it because I think it's dank. I post it because I think it's dank. If it gets well received and a lot of likes, cool, morale boost. If it gets no likes and like bare minimum comments, I'm not upset by
Yeah.
any means. I'm not like, man, that post was a failure. But I'm also just kind of like, well, I'm glad I liked it. So when it's like I post something and someone immediately goes, can I buy this? Can you show me how to make this? How much does it cost to commission one of these? I'm like, I don't know, go ask Billy. I'm not charging anybody anything. Like,
I'll be
that
glad to
I
scam
think,
you.
dude, all I got was this lousy sticker. I stuck one of those on the truck at work.
Oh yeah.
Um, dude, yeah,
You
I
gotta
really
send me a
did.
photo. You
I
gotta.
will. It's
I need
funny as
that.
shit. It's just hanging out on the
I'm
inside of like
trying to
the
figure out.
we low key vandalism with the Billy stickers. Just start slapping them in public places.
Oh, Brickford, Virginia. Next year I'm gonna bring like 100 stickers for sure. Just
Bro, we still got to get the TMC stickers. I'm still
I
trying to pee
know,
on
I
TMC.
know.
That's a dead account. Y'all heard it here first. Go follow that one. We're trying to
At
just
P on
start.
TMC.
We're just trying to slap TMC stickers in urinals and then get piss streams on
Yeah,
them.
Sean.
It's
Sean gave the tease on the his episode.
dude. That's what I'm saying. This is a whole new movement.
It's gonna
Cause
be a
like
movement.
fuck TMC. That's another one.
Put a
I will
TMC
say.
logo in a urinal and find out what happens.
I will say another thing that's changed. Flickr beef, pretty funny. Like I hope Vic listens to this one because I was a bitch when I was on Flickr. I talked so much shit about Eclipse Graphics and I was such a CB hoe. And it's like 10 years later, tables have turned, flip flop.
Oh yeah.
I'm like ride or die Eclipse Graphics fan, and like CB has done me dirty too many times in the past 3 or 4 years for me to have any respect right now. I really think that it's gone to quantity over quality in a lot of third party markets where it used to be limited run, niche items, fan requested, like people actually had a say in what happened.
Like
Now,
grassroots.
now it's like everything's turned into Supreme drops. Nobody wants the fucking Supreme crowbar. I mean, I kind of do
I
because
mean, that's kind of
fucking
dank
Half Life.
though.
You can't. Maybe you can hear it. I'm gonna slap my crow. You hear that? That's my Half Life crowbar, baby. Ain't nobody want to fight the 6 foot naked white guy at 3 a.m. with the crowbar. You break in my house, you're getting bonked. But,
Bonk. Go to horny jail.
dude, go to horny gulag. Um, no, but CB definitely just kind of, and same with Brick Arms. I love Brick Arms. Don't get me wrong. Will, he's the goat, but he's kind of just started making whatever he wants.
Which I
And
respect.
people are gonna buy it regardless. Like we don't need another Star Wars blaster, but them shit sell out instantly.
Yeah.
But
Like, I'm
CB
annoyed that there's
goes,
no more military, but I gotta respect that he's really just doing his thing. Like,
he
if
does
he's
what he
enjoying
wants, bro.
himself, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
more power to him.
Exactly.
But CB has gotten to the point where it's like obscure collector stuff that I know that there's been pop culture stuff the whole time. Like it's always been like he's had like, Spinal Tap torsos
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like weird bands or weird movies and stuff like that.
hmm
But now it's gotten to the point where it's like I see it and I go, that's cool, but there's no combo opportunities for this.
Right.
I bought a lot of CB with the intention of, shaving off certain parts of the print or, you know, going, oh, that actor was in this movie, so I can use it as this guy, or, so,
hmm
mixing around. Everything is too specific now that if you're not using it for that, I don't go, oh, wow, yeah, that's a cool head. I go, that's the fucking Dick in the Box guy head on this minifig. I can't use my imagination to use it for something else. It's all too specific. And I know that sounds like a stupid gripe, but I feel like a lot of the imagination is kind of ripped out. It'd be like if Lego like started using tons of specialized pieces, which I know people had a lot of gripes about in like, you know, mid 2010s that Lego started not having to do nice part usage themselves. They just said, "Fuck it. We're going to turn 3 pieces into one piece and, boom, you're done. Now you got a whole engine block or you got a whole wing piece or landing gear or whatever." And I feel like we're kind of going in the direction that unless you're using it specifically for that full fig, it doesn't really have a place. It's not, general enough.
I feel like the closest recent release that had that vibe of just like, oh, this is just a good value figure that I could use for like a couple different things was the Beastie Boys with the mustaches, but with the sleeve. I know you could go off about the sleeves after
I
this.
can. I might. I
But
might.
it had the sleeves, like 'em or hate 'em, has a versatility. The torsos were neat, some decent legs, cool faces.
I like the faces. The faces were
Yeah.
the coolest part. You can't get enough sunglasses faces.
Yeah. So
But
those had that vibe for me, which was really nice and refreshing. But
and that's
I
what I'm
totally
saying.
get what you're saying.
Plain figure, cool dude, holsters, ties, like all of that. I think it's all fair game. But you just fucking got me started on the fucking sleeves. So, CB was kind of spearheading a lot of stuff. His old philosophy was, if Lego's not going to make it, I'm going to make it. He wasn't stepping on toes. He wasn't trying to, copy somebody else or say, oh, they did it, but I can do it better. Like
hmm
TMC. He's not, or same with Brickmania. I like Brickmania. Like,
I mean, does
reps.
TMC even bother saying that they're gonna make it better? They're just like, I'll make it.
They just said, fuck it, this is mine now. But I love Lando, but a lot of the Brickmania shit's kind of whack anyway.
Mm.
But
I have the same sentiment.
yeah, CB with the sleeves. When he came out with that, and he was like, cooking up something new, and then it was just tiny tack sleeves but shitty. That got me hot, because Joe for a long time made sure to not step on any toes and made sure to do things that hadn't been done yet. And then when he goes and makes the TT sleeves that are not good, I've seen them, I've touched them, I've seen other people see them and touch them. I just think that they are a shoddy knockoff. And as much as he wants to say, he spent tons of money and time in research and development, and you don't know what you're talking about. You don't make molds. You don't inject anything. What do you know? Bitch, I buy the stuff. I've been buying this shit for 13 years, and I know what's good and bad. And I'm gonna take the time to spend the whatever $4 on the polymer fucking tiny tack sleeves because they're actually good and they were actually original.
Right.
And when he said like, "Oh, well, I'm doing this for the community because now I can do them in a bunch of colors, and you're gonna be able to buy them in packs, and I'm gonna sell them loose." No, he hasn't. They're still on fucking $30 minifigs, and they're glued crooked, and they bend and crack, and it's just fucked. I think that he tries to save a lot of face in the DMs, and then ultimately just two big middle fingers when it's like, "Oh, you want a pair of sleeves? Here's a color that TT already makes for $4, and they're actually going to fit on the arms, and you're actually supporting the original creator." So it's like, I really just don't vibe with that. I think that it's kind of questionable. And then, I don't know, he and I got heated in the DMs around CB Day because he was telling me like, "Whoa, you don't want to mess up my sales, man. Like, I got a house to pay for and a family to feed and kids to go to college." And it's like, bro, I'm one person on the fucking CB comments page having a negative opinion of your stuff. All of your fucking cronies are just gonna suck your dick and buy you out instantly. Like, what me and Seth talking shit about the sleeves in the comments was not gonna have any effect on all of your stuff selling out in an hour. Like,
Yeah.
that is the most fucking hoity-toity high horse bullshit I've ever heard. And I remember, bro, my mom's so sweet. She's like, "Isn't he your friend though?" Like, I came out like kind of butthurt. I was like, "I can't believe I'm beefing with Joe in the DMs." But she's like, "But he's your friend, right? Don't you want to support him?" I'm like, "Yeah, I would if he was doing cool shit." But it's like, it was against my morals. It was some real TMC bullshit. Like, it wasn't Nazis and like, I made the dot pattern more accurate. It's 80% smaller, and it's more accurate to the time that they put those Jews in the boxcars. Like, I don't like TMC for many reasons, but as soon as Joe started giving me kind of like backhanded comments about and excuses as to why he was doing things, that's when I just kind of had to like step away.
Mm.
And I can't say that I'm like, "Man, fuck CB," because I just got an order in. And, I got some fucking zombie stuff. It's kind of cute. I got the Pee Wee Herman figure. Not
Yep.
about it. I got the hair. I hate it. It fits weird. I had to sand off a bunch of flash molding to make it fit right. And then even then, it's like fucking minifig's got a 5 head now. Gonna use it for like a G-Man figure or something, and it just looks bad. Unless it's on the Pee Wee Herman face, because he's got those tall eyebrows to fill out the forehead.
Mm.
All the other minifigs just look like they got like some sort of tism, and it's like whatever the Twin Peaks Devil Man, like backwards guy. I don't even know his official name. He's just the guy with Down syndrome, bro. Um,
Was that the short red suit man?
yeah, short red suit guy. He's got that face down low. It makes all
Yeah.
the minifigs look like that. They
Mm.
all got that fucking squashed face. So anybody thinking about buying that Pee Wee Herman figure for the fucking hair, I wouldn't. I'm not thrilled with it. Now, again, I got the Pee Wee Herman figure. I grew up watching fucking Pee Wee's Big Adventure, so it's just kind of funny. I got him on the bike right now. It's kind of cute sitting on my desk. But like I said, you can't use it for anything except fucking Pee Wee Herman now. You know,
Right.
the suit, it looks like Pee Wee. You try and put someone else in that suit, you go, "Why is he wearing Pee Wee Herman's suit?" I think the face is kind of funny looking, but, Pee Wee Herman's kind of funny looking. So, again, it's got to be Pee Wee Herman every time. I've lost my opportunities to do fucking combos with these parts.
Right.
And I think that that's really the downfall of CB. And again, it's not the downfall of them. He's making money hand over fist doing, like, he could literally make anything. And again, you could deep fry a figure. He could pour paint on it. He could smash it in a hydraulic press. It's still going to sell for fucking $30. And that's the problem, I think, that you get too comfortable with selling anything that there doesn't have to be fucking, ton of passion in what it is. And that all his other stuff, it's cool. It's just not for me. If it's selling for other people and other people are enjoying it, why not? But I personally, as like an OG kind of Flickr third party consumer, I'm kind of falling out of love with this stuff. He got all those Brick Arms molds, and he had so many opportunities to make really good Brick Arms overmolded color combos. Where'd they go?
Yeah.
He's not making them.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
it's like basically out of stock on the website.
they're out of stock, or the ones that are in stock are fucking stupid color combos
Yeah, that's
because
pretty
he
much
doesn't
it.
know how guns work. He
Actually,
said,
all the stupid colored ones are the ones that are out of stock. Now he's
for
left with
real
the
shit.
yeah, the normal color, like a dark tan and black. Like that's the kind of stuff that's left.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like he had gold there to be making good color combos and like getting good colors. Because Will doesn't even make all the right colors sometimes.
Hmm.
Will's still out here making cotton candy fucking Spartan lasers. When I just want OD. I just want plain olive. Like, I've got a dark green one from like 2013, and that's kind of like big old chunk of my collection. 'Cause those spark lasers are hefty. You drop any other brick arm on the table, because like ling 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 ling. You drop the Spartan laser, bro. Be careful. You're gonna break your fucking table. That thing's thick. Um, but I really do. I feel like he had an opportunity to be making some good color combos on those M16s and AKs,
And he
but he
got
just
the
didn't go for them.
M4. He got the M4 like an overmold.
Which
Meanwhile,
M4?
the
The
M4
M4A4?
TAC. No, the M4 TAC with
Oh
the
shit, I
scope.
remember. Yeah, with the no suppressor. I
Yeah,
remember
and
that. I've got some in my collection. I've actually got a handful of those. But I will say, this is another gripe. I don't know exactly what caused it, but a lot of my Citizen Brick overmolded, like reloaded brick arms, have slid apart.
oh yeah,
You
you
know,
mentioned that to me.
when Will made the brick arms shotgun shells, you could tell that there was kind of like a little bell end, little penis bit on the overmold part. So it had something to bite onto. When he filled in the plastic colored part of the shotgun
Yeah.
shell, it had something to like latch onto. The CB ones, I know that Will just sent him the files, and Joe probably didn't fuck with the files, but there's no knobs to hold anything on. So all of the stocks on my Saber shotguns have slid off. I've now got a ModCom peg out the back, and I'm fucking modder savvy. I know what I'm doing. I can glue it back on no problem. But if some kid bought a $15 brick arm and it fucking falls apart,
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. I don't even know how this one happens. The pump on the fucking shotgun somehow detached, because I know that that one's not actually connected to anything. It's just heat wrapped around that little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But for a minute, I had a pump that actually slid. It was kind of dank, but I slid it too many times and it
And it
just
fell
popped
off.
off. It cracked off. Yeah, so it's like can't have a good thing for too long. But all of my CB shotguns have been fucked. My CB,
It's like the old wives' tale go. If you just keep on pumping, your shotgun's gonna fall off.
I've heard them say that before. I don't know where that one was coined, but I have heard it. I'll have to send you a picture of this one. I feel like I've talked about it before. One of my TAC M4s, I got a gunmetal and nougat one. The
Mm-hmm.
front end is loose. This host spins 360 degrees around the
Really?
barrel.
You haven't shown
Yeah.
me it. You've told me it. I'll put
No,
this in the
bro.
wrap up.
I just say, yeah, this thing's bonkers. It's kind of tight, and I don't want to force it because it's like, then it'll break. It still works as it is. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have any nougat modcom to like change out the stock because I already drilled the stock out, so I'm just using like a gunmetal like duster stock from Cold War looking thing. But it truly is loose. That whole part has come apart. So whatever sort of heat treat that Will does to make all the parts fuse together fully, Citizen Brick neglected to do because all of my CB overmolds are fucked. Except for the AKs. I actually don't even think I got... I'm trying to think. I think I have one CB AK. It's like a dark brown and a dark tan. And that one's holding up. Because there's not a whole lot to get loose on the AKs.
Yeah.
But the Sabres and the TAC M4s are fucked. I'm telling you that right now. If anybody else has had this happen, let me know, because I don't want to be
If
that
you
way.
or a loved one has experienced.
Yeah, you may be entitled to getting shouted at in the DMs by Joe if you try and complain. Because that's the thing. I hate to say that too. I feel like if I'm the one who comes in and says, "Hey Joe, I got a problem with this product," I feel like I'm always the one who's got a fucking problem with it. Like, hey, my
Yeah.
stuff scratched. Hey, my arms were loose. Hey, my legs were loose. Hey, my overmolds fell apart. He just thinks I'm out here sabotaging all this shit to give him a bad name. I would love for my stuff that I paid for to show up high quality and not fucked up. But here I am consistently getting, short end of the stick. And then it looks like I'm Boy Who Cried Wolf when in reality, I just want my toys. Like, if anybody else has had fucked up CB overmolds, I want to know I'm not the only one. Because I know I'm not out here hulking out on my toys. I know I'm taking care of them. So,
Yeah.
you know, let me know.
Yeah, I know. And at the end of the day, all you want is just what you paid for, a good old toy. Like you said in the beginning, you're not out here trying to resell it. It's just you
Yeah,
bought it
and
because
that
you want it for yourself.
I am not the reseller. I do not buy something and go, man, I'm gonna buy this Bo-Katan minifig for $100 and then make $200 back because I'm stonks minded. Nah, bro. If I want it, it's mine. It's staying in my collection forever. Like, I have people ask about stuff. I go, I don't care how much. Like, I've got a job, dog. I don't need my Lego money. I'm not trying to get on this Lego hustle. So, also shipping, kind of a pain in the ass. I live, bro. I could spit on the post office and I still don't go. No disrespect to people who are waiting on stuff, but I could not be fucked. It's just the way it goes.
So, Danny, before we wrap up here, How do you feel the military community is right now? Is it a bit stale? Is it growing? Is it booming? What do you feel?
So I'm not truly the best to talk about military community because I'm definitely more of like a fig poster. I know that that's
Mm.
almost like kind of a slur in the Lego community right now. You know, E-tape fig posters. Someone said that, and I felt it was dirty. I felt attacked. I was under duress when someone called me that. And I do mainly post like modern military, but I'd almost like to say that it's more pop culture.
Yeah,
Most of my
that's an,
stuff
yeah,
is like
based on
video
video
games.
games. Right, right,
Yeah, it's
right,
absolutely. If I'm playing a game, I'm making figures based on what I'm playing. Am I
right.
playing Fortnite? You're getting a lot of Fortnite. Am I playing COD Zombies? You're getting a lot of COD Zombies. It just depends on what I'm playing.
Mm.
But I'd say military community. I'm not too exposed to it because most of the military community is like World War One and two guys,
That yeah, that's fair.
and
That's
they're
fair.
like writing a goddamn Wikipedia article in the comments. Like I don't care. Does it look cool? Cool. Are the techniques good? Yes. Is it setting a scene? Is it like something I'd see at a convention? For sure. But I don't need to know. The year is 1948 on the Battle of. Shut the fuck up. I don't care, bro. It's like it's cool if that's your passion, game on. But it's like when I see posts like that and there's like reference photos and historical like evidence of well I gave them this piece because back in the day this is how they did it, and it's like I can't Dougie on people like that too much because Tanner does it, but he's doing cowboys and shit. Cowboys are cool. I got a soft spot for cowboys. But you're showing me like Tuskegee Air Force boys, and you're like, I got the Brick Mania pouches. Shut up. Like, I just don't want to see it. I'm not interested. It's not for me. It's impressive stuff, but I definitely prefer things to be a little bit more imaginative.
Hmm.
If you want to use Lego as a medium to do models and like historically accurate stuff, I'd almost prefer to be seeing like old Tamiya kits and you be out here making like dioramas. Like I want to see some model Train Town shit if you want to be historically accurate. It's a goddamn Lego man. Man's built out of bricks. Don't get me started on plate feet. That's another thing. Now I'm hot on plate feet. I'm telling you right now, if somebody's out here putting one by one bricks or one by one plates on the bottom of the feet to make the Lego man taller, grow up. I truly think that if you have a problem with the anatomy of a Lego man not being in scale with your fucking tank that is so small and so jammed packed full of flex tube and hands that you can't make a door open, it can't hold a minifig, the treads don't roll, I don't want to see it. It's stupid. It's impressive, but it's not for me. If you got these big yoked up fucking cloth rubber band plate feet minifigs from World War One, next you know I've seen it all. It's tired. Let Logan Lego die. The man's moved on.
He's
Let that
making
man.
clothes now. Let him
I
go.
say yeah. Let that man live. What's the other guy, dude? I'm trying
Mike
to think.
Sweeney.
Okay, Taylor Green. Taylor Green, close to my heart. That is one of my OG Lego friends. Absolute goober, kind of a weird guy, but he made some banging World War II Lego stuff. Old school CB Fiend taught me how to paint a lot of my Brick Arms mods and sponge camos and stuff. Like, he's kind of also a catalyst for me doing custom Lego.
Mm.
But when I see people in the year 2020 still making fucking little people are probably out here laughing at me for not knowing fucking historical World War II stuff, but when they're like, I got the Sputzgup, it's just fucking acronyms of like Russian and German shit. They're like, I made a little tank. It doesn't hold figures. It doesn't do anything. There's no brick arms because I'm purist. My my fucking stick grenades are just flex tube stretched over flex tube. Fuck off. I think it's so stupid. And it's not like they're even using like a micromark chopper to cut their flex tube. It looks like they just took a bite out of it with their front teeth. Like that's the biggest gripe for me. Um, Jumper plates with the flex tube slit, little slice of flex tube in the hole in the jumper plate. Get out. I know that these kids are just trying to be hyper accurate and get as many small pieces in as they can, but I just don't like it. It's not for me. And also, most of the people, I hate to say this. Actually, I don't hate to say anything. I speak my mind.
I was gonna say,
Most
just go
people,
off. Take the
most
mic.
people,
Go off.
most people who actually make good Lego shit are shitty people. Hot take. Gabe, Gabe's Lego, Gab's Bricks. If he didn't talk, I'd be sucking his dick. But the fact that I've heard him talk in the DMs and in the comments section, I hate his guts. All of his Lego creations, all of his Star Wars, all of his World War II, absolute bangers. and then he talks, and I go, man, you didn't have to say that. Man, you didn't have to think that. Hunter Erickson, Koshi Lego, whatever. Building skills, fucking full autist. This guy is sciencing the
Savant.
shit out of Lego. But then I see him in person, and I go, man, I can't like what you build because I know you as a person. Like, it's just that, the delicate balance of are you good at it's the hot crazy matrix of the Lego community. The shittier you are and the more insufferable and like antisocial you are, the better you are at Lego. Like some of the sweetest, coolest people I know at the conventions, not too good at fucking Lego. But that's okay. Like all of us guys who don't build but just make figs, bro, fucking
We're just here for a chill time.
mad props. Uncle Sammy Poo. I ain't
Hell
seen
yeah.
that boy build besides like one thing at Brick Fair, but his figures, top tier. The way that he is just, meme connoisseur, talking at cons, just being a goober. Absolutely love every second with him. But does he build? Nope. People who are building these huge mocks and super accurate things, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to sit down and share a beer with you. But someone who just wants to cut e-tape and paint brick arms, please come over. You are welcome at my table. Something that I think's funny with the Lego community is beef between like different themes or building styles and stuff because historical boys, they really don't line up with like APOC or like sci-fi boys. You go to a convention, people who are building space, like classic space stuff, they're all old heads. You got the guys building trains. It's a whole different vibe depending on what area you go to. And I think it's just like also new age builders and like OG guys. It's like there's a little bit of a disconnect because it's like one time I was at Brick Fair building my collab with my lug, and I left to go use the bathroom, get a beer. I don't even remember. I just got up. I left my station and came back, and somebody was taking my build apart and revamping it. They're like, there's not enough detail in here. And it wasn't like a learning lesson. They were not trying to teach me a new technique. They just deemed what I just built did not fit the rest of our display. And someone who was not in our lug, not part of our build team, just walked up and started taking my shit apart and making it fit his criteria and not ours. And it's like, bro, it's my building. He didn't ask. He didn't say anything. I kind of snapped at him, and he looked at me like, oh, I can't believe he said that to me. And then he still kept fucking taking my shit apart. I was like, bro, no, I'm going to build it my way. I don't care. Like, I know that you're like smarter than me and more advanced and your build over there is fucking stellar, but it doesn't mean you got to come over and change mine. Like, this is my vision. Let me do it. He's like, okay.
Yeah,
And then 30 minutes later, he kept fucking with it. I was like, bro, go away. Get off of our table. It was like just mind-boggling that the audacity to come fuck with my build. I was like, this is crazy. Only a Brick Fair.
Brick Fair is a time, that's for sure.
Dude, Brick Fair better happen. 2021. If it doesn't,
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'll riot.
I'm burning down the Dulles Expo Center. When I heard that they canceled Brick Fair and turned it into a COVID hospital, I went, damn, we really are at fucking 28 days later, 20, I don't know, I ain't seen the movie.
Yo, but the next week later, there was a
There was a
hot
gun
tub
show.
convention.
Yeah, they were like, all right, cooktops and ranges. It's like, what? Let the Lego boys hang.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
Coming back
2021.
stronger next year,
It will, we got it. We went a year without it, it's going to be bonkers.
for sure. They should just make it a week long.
We already make it a week long. You don't have to have the
True,
convention.
true.
We're just out there in like DC doing shit.
We're just tenting in the parking lot.
It's like goddamn Black Friday. Let me in. Bro, I think Brick Fair's crazy because most of the interactions I have with people are online. And I really don't have much of like a physical online persona. Like I just started doing the personal Instagram, which if you find it, great. If I don't really like you or know you, you're going to get blocked. But nobody knows what I look like. I don't know, you maybe do. I can't say that. But going to conventions, it's really cool to put like, faces with names.
Oh,
and
yeah.
someone comes up and says, hey, I'm this real life name. I go, I don't know who that is. And then they say the real name, and I go, or like their screen name. I'm like, oh shit, I know who you are. And it's like, it's a great time to like,
That is awesome, yeah.
connect with people that you've known from Flickr. Like, bro, X Trooper, Sander, bro, When I
Oh
met him in
man,
person,
yeah.
that was wild. He and I had been homies on Flickr for years, and then he didn't know who I was, and then I said Sneaky Pete, and he was like, bro, his whole face lit up. That man was geeking.
That's amazing. I only met him there just last year as well. He's a really
Right?
nice guy.
He's so sweet. One of the coolest dudes I've met. Super kind. But not knowing what people look like or like not knowing their names is also super awkward because the number of times I have people come up and be like, "Oh, Pro Snarfboarder Danny, it's great to meet you," and I'm like shaking some child's hand and I go, "I don't know who you are," and then they say their username and I go,
I still don't
"Yeah, I'm
know.
sorry, I still don't know who that is," and they're like, "Oh, I have this many followers, great." I still don't know who you are. I'm glad you like my stuff. Like I feel shitty, but at the same time, like it's not my fault. But dude, it was seriously the funniest thing when you had it. You brought me a kid.
Oh
You
yeah, yeah,
brought
yeah.
this dude up to me. You were like, "Hey, Dan, I got a guy who wants to meet you. Can I bring him over to the table?" I'm like, "Word, for sure." I love to meet a fan. And he comes up and he's like, shakes my hand, and it's like I stand up and talk to him. He's like, "Hey, Danny, good to meet you." Like he knows me, like first name basis. This kid's like talked to me, I guess. And then he says his username. I go, yeah, I don't know who you are. And bro, you're in the back laughing so hard. Cause didn't you say it was like, you told him like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna know you, bro. And he's like, no, 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 he totally is gonna know me. And then
Yeah.
again, walked up, no idea who
And he
I
just has
am.
a large follower base to begin with, and kind of the meme, the whole convention was just like, "Oh, do you know him? Like he's huge." And when like you finally just said it, and it was the last day. It was literally the last day, and you just
Bro, I
ended it
still
with
don't even
that.
know who this kid is. It's the funniest thing. He literally did. He was like, yeah, I kind of got a big following. I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea who you are, bro. I still haven't even seen this kid's page. It's hilarious.
Oh
Um,
man.
but it is, and if I have, I just haven't remembered. That's one of those things. Like someone says, "Yeah, this is my page," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know who that is." And then they pull up a photo from 3 years, and I go, "Oh shit, I do know who you are. Right on, cool." Yeah, like I know photos and minifigs better than I know like people. Someone pulls out a Brick Arms mod, I go, "Oh shit, I
You're
do
the
know you.
guy.
You're that guy, cool." And then I'm cool with them immediately. But if someone's just telling me like, their birth certificate, I go, "I don't know. I don't know who you
Don't you
are."
remember on June 2nd, you liked my photo? It's like,
I tagged you in this photo. You truly were no inspiration or had anything to do with the post, but I really wanted you to see it. Yeah? Yeah, I don't remember. Bro, if again, word to
those kill
people out
me.
there trying to make it, if you start tagging me in photos and I don't even like follow you yet, I don't like that. It's like literally you just fucking stapled a fucking post to my door and I opened it up in the morning and I have to see it. Cuz it says like, someone tagged me in a photo, I go, "Oh shit, this is going to be a cute photo of me with my friends." Nope. Minifig on a desk. Nice fig, nice mod. I don't follow you, I don't know who you are. I'll drop a nice comment sometimes. Like do it once in a while. Like let me see it. But if every single photo is tagged with me in it and I
Yeah.
actually had nothing to do with the fig, I don't like it. It's kind of like you're coming on too strong. And it's not a competition. Like you shouldn't feel any sort of like greater pleasure from your Instagram with more followers and more likes. Like you should just be trying to make better figs and better mods and innovate. Like if you see something you like and you want to replicate it or emulate it, more power to you. It's good practice, but you really kind of start making a name for yourself or start having more of an impact in the community if you start doing stuff that no one else has done.
For
And I
sure.
mean, Lego's been around for a minute, so it's kind of hard to do like new stuff really. But,
But people keep doing it.
but yeah,
There's still
that's what I'm
innovation.
saying. There's still hella innovation. You just got to find the right inspiration or find the right parts or what. I don't, dude. I barely talked to this kid. I don't think he and I have ever made words. But Citizen Ninja,
Yeah,
I'd say that
Brian.
he is absolutely
He's
like
killing
big
it.
inspo for me. Yes, clean photos, clean cuts, really cool stuff that's never been made. Chopping up Brick Arms World War II vests to do on modern stuff. I think he was like one of the like first guys I saw
Yeah.
really do that. And again, if someone wants to go, well, technically, this guy, that's another thing I hate, bro. There's only so many ideas you can have in the community. If I have one more person get mad that I'm doing the fucking triple pouch Tommy vest and technically there was a Woods old wound photo that came out 3 months before your I don't care. I didn't see it. I was not exposed to that photo. I said, you know what, I'm gonna make this vest. I didn't take credit for it. I didn't say it was my idea, but I never said it wasn't. Like I'm just posting the fig, and then someone's like, you should really post the credit for who made this, and I'm like, well, if I never saw it, then how
Then
am I
I
supposed to
made this.
credit them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and but again, I'm not out here like, oh, and then they got timestamps. They're pulling out the records like a fucking
They got the
lawyer.
receipts.
They do, and it's like, bro, why are you so pressed about this? It's a fucking Brick Arms vest, and so someone wants to be like, well, they did it first, or technically you should give credit to the guy. Bro, I don't give a fuck. Unless you are copying and pasting my physical photo onto another account, copy away. Because no disrespect, I know you're not gonna do it like the same. So if you want to make a mask or you want to make a mod or you want to copy something, good, that's cool, because I'm not going to make it for you. Like, if you want one, you got to do it yourself, bro. You got to go to the trouble like I did. So that's a good wraparound to just the state of not military community but just Lego community. I
Yeah.
feel like you can't be asking for handouts. If you want to, for a long time, bro, I saw something cool on Flickr. I didn't ask, hey, can I make this or will you make this for me? I just
Yeah.
fucking stole it. But then I didn't post it and make a post like it was my idea.
Yeah.
I made it for myself. If I knew it was stolen, I didn't upload it. It was for my personal use. I want to tinker and have it sit on my desk and look at me in my sleep. If I make something cool out of Lego, it's for me to just go, aw, Lego. I'm not trying to get clout with my fucking figures, unless I am, and sometimes I do. But that's not the name of the game.
All right, man. This has been really good. You want to wrap up with the copper drop segment here?
Sure, works for me.
Alrighty. So the
Let me
first
open
item
up
we
the thing.
got is the Valor Bricks version 2 of their tactical vest with the like 3 strap on the side. Well, not the side, but leading up to the side. And then you got those pouches, radio. How you feeling on that? Is it a copper or drop?
I'd say it's a drop.
Oh man.
I'd have to say so. A lot of UV printed stuff, kind of cool, but or not UV, but what I mean,
3D
resin
printed,
printed.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool, but having to paint it, and it really
Oh,
is just
you're like
fucking.
Colin.
Hey,
Too
I'm
lazy
just
to
saying.
paint.
Hey, easy now. I'm not too lazy to paint. I'm just saying, as an entry level thing, like, I could get it and paint it. But if they're really just trying to cater to enthusiast grade shit, $8, it is a fair price, but it's just bootleg fucking TT. And again, you heard me say it before with the CB sleeves. Tell me those pouches aren't just the fucking
Oh, for sure.
TT pouches, but I put a square in them. Okay, why? Like, find me a pouch in real life that's got that square cut into it. The backpack, kind of rudimentary. Radio, cool, but again, it's all just, it's tired. The vest is kind of cool. It looks kind of small, actually, if we're going to be honest. A little short on the torso. I know that in real life, you don't want your fucking chest rig to be, like, restricting your abdominal movement, but it's a Lego man. Use the whole torso. It's already small. Brick Arms vest, tried and true. Tiny Tack vest, tried and true. Sometimes minifig cat, if you sand them down, they're good for vest proportions. But sit here and try and tell me you're going to get all 4 of those pouches on that tiny little chest. It ain't happening. That chest plate, no zip. Like, how do they pack all this detail into the fucking radio, but then the fucking admin pouch is just, a license plate? No disrespect to whoever's running Valor Bricks, but I ain't about it.
Fair enough. I will be copping those in the future. I like the vest.
I like that. I just shit all over you. Go, I kind of like them. Another small caveat on the Valor Brick stuff. I've never seen anybody do a unique setup with them. Everybody who's bought them has set up the vest the same way.
Which was
Yeah.
the way I did mine in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Someone saw Billy do it and they said, well, Billy just probably, that's the best way to do it. And it's like, no, unless you're buying 2 sets, you're not fitting all that fucking gear on this figure.
Yeah.
And it's like, people who are buying the full pack, they're going to glue that backpack on that vest and 2 pouches and a radio, and then I guess 2 mag pouches on the backpack or something. I just don't think that it needed to be done.
One of
Tiny
your
Tack
gripes-
exists.
One of your gripes with it being a bit smaller for like the accuracy and how it's a Lego man, it doesn't matter. Talking to the guy, I know he does really do his research on some of the items, and he schooled me on one thing that I said for like aesthetic purposes looked weird, but he was like, it's accurate though. And I'm like, all right, fair enough. I can't hate you with that one.
True.
So I know he's definitely coming from that angle, which I appreciate. And there isn't really a vest. There's the only one that is similar to that style is the combat brick, but that's only because it's got like that profile.
Yeah.
But it's a fresh vest. I like that bit at least.
I do like that it's got the neck hole. I like that it's got the
Oh,
room
yeah.
for the
Oh, yeah.
minifig head to sit down. These days, if your vests don't do that, if
You're
the
in the
vest
past.
is like a
You're living in
yeah,
the
for sure.
past.
Minifig cat vests that don't have the fucking hole for the neck to slide down onto the torso.
Yeah.
I don't use them. I gotta fucking ream them out so the neck actually slots in.
And
If not,
reaming
my
them
man's
out
a giraffe.
is annoying.
Well, you get, bro. I got this nice tool. I'll send it to you. It literally looks like a fucking like hunting arrowhead. It's 3 like X-Acto blades in a point, and you
No
just
way.
jam it down in the thing, and you spin
You
it, and it just shaves off like
Wow.
perfectly circular. It's kind of dank. I did it with some Lego backpack, the Lego Brown backpack. I did it with that. I've done it to a couple of Ninjago armors. My Takeo Primus fig, he's got the like shoulder pauldron from some fucking Ninjago set, and it used to have to sit up on the head, but we did the reaming, and it actually fits around the neck. It looks kind of clean.
Have you seen the new Lego headphones? They're not like new, but like
The ones that go
recent
around the
ones?
neck?
Yeah, and they don't go around the neck. You have to like plop the head like on the top.
Yeah,
They
it's
look
kinda whack.
so terrible. I
Yeah,
bought
it's
that with
kinda
like a
whack.
bricks and pieces order. I was excited for them, and then I got it, and that was so disappointing.
Something
Anyway.
that I think's top tier, unrelated to Copper Drop, the Harry Potter whatever like screaming fucking greenhouse headphones. They're like brown hair with dark tan headphones. Fucking
yeah.
drill a mic, put them in there, boom, you got fucking operator hair.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I think that looks kind of clean. I feel like if somebody just got some dark tan minifig cat headsets and started gluing the mics on, you'd be in business.
true that. All right, next up, touched on briefly before, but and it's an older release. The Scissor Brick tall heads with the big hands, or the 2 times big heads. Just in general, what are you feeling on those?
They're silly, you know. I think they're kind of fun. I do like that the size of the hand is grabbing the like can, or like it can grab over a one by one.
Right.
I think that's
Cylinder,
like
yeah.
that you can still they're still usable. I say they're usable, but they're not really usable. Like again,
Yeah.
it's a novelty piece. Unless you're making a fucking goofy Citizen Brick wacky oversized figure, fuck am I gonna use these for? If I see someone start using them in like a dank build, like you start doing some crazy shit with the CB hands, props. But until then, no use for the hands. Head though, head's kind of funny. I don't like the big seam on the chin
Yeah.
because it looks kind of bad. When I got mine, I sanded it anyway because again, it's not my idea. I haven't posted it yet, but the propane tank out of the big head, propane
Tanner's
tank out of the
idea.
big head, top tier. I saw that in the group chat and I said, I'm gonna make that, and then I did, and it's kind of dank looking. I gotta make a scene to use it with,
It's
but
kind of crazy how accurate it can come out.
it's
like,
yeah, dude. You get it filed down and drilled right. That thing is sick. But I'm working on getting a decal for it. But yeah, again, big
sweet.
heads, no use for them unless you're doing the mod. And again, I kind of want Joe to see that and go, dang, that's very creative with my product. But I know he's not. In his head, he's gonna be like, why didn't you like it as I intended? You know, that's how he is with most things. If
Oh,
you
boy.
start shaving off the beard, he's like, but that beard was there. But shut up. No, my boy's clean shaven. You know,
he needed a trim up.
that's a thing, bro. That's another thing that I like. I'd say, like, if there's one thing that I feel like kind of known for in the community, giving Lego man fresh cuts. I be shaving these beards. I am the CB barber. If you got a beard on a fucking figure, it's gone within the minute I get it. I pull it out of the pack. I go, razor blade.
I'll
time
trim
to
that
shave.
up.
And then people ask, they go, how'd you remove the beard? I go, razor. And they think I'm being facetious. They think I'm being shitty, like,
I
oh, I
thought
used
you
a
were.
razor. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They think I'm trying to be shitty, like, razor shaving his face. I'm like, no, it's really just a razor blade scraping off the print.
Yeah. I was using really high grit sandpaper for the longest time, and I gotta say, I tried out your method, and it works.
Shaving
It hits.
It does. As soft as you can, as little as possible, and then like you're wearing like pajama pants, some fleece PJs. Shine it on your fucking pant leg, bro. That thing's crystal clear. Ain't nobody gonna know. It looks like a misprint. They go,
Here.
dang, they really forgot a pass with the dark brown ink.
You heard it here first. Last up here, we have the AV Figures Mandalorian. Retailed like $75. Came with 2 overmolded brick arms guns. What you feeling on it?
That's a hard pass. It's gross looking. I feel bad that all of these have been just flaming these products, but like I don't know. The helmet
Man's
cast
got high
looks.
standards.
I do. Helmet cast looks wonky.
It's
Back
3D printed, I'm pretty sure.
again. I ain't vibing with these 3D prints these days.
Mm.
Uh, the jetpack, kind of whack. Cape, kind of cool. I like the print on the cape. But then you get the detail on like just the resolution of the print. I know it's got side printing. I don't know if it's got the interior leg printing, but it's supposed to be silver. There's no shine to the print. He's dark gray because you can't get shine. You can't get metallic fleck on fucking digi print. I think having the cloth around his hips, I don't like it. It looks really gross.
Hmm.
Best part of the figure is the brick arms, but that's a testament to just brick arms being kind of dank. But yeah, I'm not too keen on this one.
Fair enough. I would have bought it to resell, but then I woke up too late, so that's how that goes.
You fucking reseller boys. Bro, that's anything resell, any with like Legos and Hot Wheels, bro. If I get it, it's for me. I'm not going, ooh, this is gonna be worth it in like the future. If it looks cool, it's for me.
Hell
That's
yeah.
how I feel like a lot of people need to. And I feel like I keep saying this a lot. I feel like, fuck, I can't cut it out.
He feels
In
like.
I fuck in the community. I don't think that you should be buying stuff with the forethought of money.
Mm.
If you're getting something and you're buying it solely because it's going to resell, it's just encouraging third-party producers to keep making shit solely for resale value. And, they don't have control over the third-party market. Like, whatever goes on eBay, someone wants to buy a fucking Spring Breakers set for $6,000, more power to them. But if they start making stuff that's really not that great, but they just keep making stuff because it still sells, like, money talks.
Yeah.
Speak with your wallet. If you don't like the product for yourself, don't buy it. If you buy the product knowing it's going to sell later, that's just going to make them keep making shit. So if there's ever a time, like, bro, if one time CB Day didn't go well, maybe
Oh,
CB
things would
would like,
change.
bro, things would change quick. I feel like, we'd actually be getting like cool shit again. Bro, how long has it been since we got a fucking Commando fig? That OG
Mm.
Gray Spec Ops or Urban
Yeah,
Commando,
yeah, yeah.
dear to my heart. Jungle Commando, dear to my heart. Snow Commando, not that great, but still kind of dear to my heart. He's OG. But then it's just like we need like a diver. There's plenty of commandos he could be making, but he's just kind of not doing it.
Mm.
So it's hard to say. Uh, I will say, Copper Drop, all of it's a drop. I'm not a
Damn.
fan. I
I think
also am
you're the
not buying a
first
lot
all
of
drop,
Lego.
actually.
True,
Making history.
true. Yeah, but that's the way it goes. You know, you did say I have high standards, and I kind of do. I don't
You
want to be
do. You
like
really do.
fucking hoity-toity, but I don't know. I
I
am kind of
appreciate
like,
that though, because I could be a bit more wishy-washy when I see things. I'm like, oh yeah, it's still like got some redeeming qualities, but for you, it's like,
bro, nine things could be great, but there's one deal breaker. I go,
nah,
pass.
that's it.
Yeah, and it's saving me money. My wallet is pleased, but it really does have to be a 100% hit for me to actually want to buy something.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it sucks when I see something cool and then I get it and I go, damn, bamboozled again. Because it's like, I was sold on the concept of Pee Wee Herman and then I got it and I went, fuck. Now I've got this Pee Wee Herman fig. I don't know. Like I said, I'll probably give it to one of my homies because Pee Wee Herman's kind of a joke between us. So if he got it, he'd be thrilled. He's not going to be like, oh, the hair doesn't fit upright like a regular Lego hair. He's just go, hey, Pee Wee Herman, and then put it on his shelf forever.
Yeah,
He's gonna put it there and forget about it. So
yeah, that's good. It's been really great having you, Danny. Thank you so much for
thanks.
being on. Do you have any
It's a
final
treat.
words?
Um,
Something you want to leave the listeners with?
leave the listeners with. I knew we did the monster math and looked at the Mayan calendar, so this one is coming out in 2021. Mask tutorial will happen.
Oh,
It will come. I'll probably be making a new one at some point. I might fuck it, get weird with it. Make one as a prize or a giveaway. I don't know. I don't really fuck with that kind of stuff, but if you want it, let me know. When this goes live, I'm probably still going to get dumbass DMs asking if I'm going to make a tutorial for it, but, sooner or later you will get one. I was exposed to a few of the questions. Someone asked what my favorite Hot Wheel was. It's Twin Mill.
okay.
Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Sam.
Shout
Other
out to
Sam.
Sam. Other Sam. Bro, there's too many people with the same names. Y'all's parents gotta get some better fucking names going.
You got to get
Cause like
original.
everybody I know is named Eric or Sam, and I'm tired of it. It's really confusing when I talk about like three guys with the same name in the same sentence in the same room. I'm like, it's confusing. But yeah, it was a pleasure. I was waiting for so long for you to ask me, so I finally did. I had to sneak in the DMs, be like,
Also,
when you having me on the
I felt
podcast.
so bad because you were literally like on the top of my list of people to have on, but I just didn't want to bother you. I know you're a busy boy.
No, Billy, I got all the time in the world for you, bro.
Oh, thanks, baby. It's been great
It's
having you on.
true. Don't get it twisted. I love my boys. If you're one of my boys and you're listening to this podcast, you know who you are. I love you dearly, and I'll see you soon.
Adios.
Adios.
And that wraps up my conversation with Danny, aka Pro Snarfboarder. It was such a pleasure having this conversation, so once again, I want to thank you for joining Danny. If you're not familiar with Danny's work, go check him out on Instagram at pro_snarfboarder. That's SNARFBOARDER. If you made it this far, please leave a review on iTunes letting others know just how much you enjoyed the podcast. Your support means a lot. Lastly, I want to give the hugest of thank yous to all of our patrons over on patreon.com. We have Seth, Luger Enthusiast, Tupolev, Mike Lissy, Seth Henning, and last but certainly not the least here is Justin Hahn, who backed the podcast with an additional $45 on his first month, and I am absolutely blown away. I'm seriously at a loss for words for all your donations to every single one of you. Just thank you. Thank you all so much. I'm continuing to look for even more patron rewards that I can offer you guys, so stay tuned as I upgrade them as we go along. If you're interested in becoming a patron, there's a link in our Instagram bio, so make sure to check that out. Thank you all again, and make sure to come back next week as we converse with Griff, aka Hoodie Studios.